selling naked options can make you rich. And in this example, we're gonna show a naked call, not a naked put. And this is how I play Tesla as an option seller. Let's get started. My name is Eve. All the links below to get the course and trade ideas and all that. Learn to sell options on Tasty Trade with a lot less buying power so you can grow your account and your margin. Let's get started. So we got Tesla. Every day I go on Tasty and I have a watch list of, if you click here, all those good stuff in here plus all those good stuff that Tasty as a default. One thing that caught my eye today is Tesla. Not because of the price. I do not care about the price. I do not care about the stock. I do not care about the underlying. I care about math and statistics and the indicators that gets me there. So the IVX 5-day change, this one over 10.2%. What does it mean? That means that in the last 5 days the volatility on Tesla have gone up on average over 10%, which means that the options are expensive. And if the options are expensive on average in the last 5 days, I like to sell options because I get more money. Simple as that. If the options are more expensive, I like to sell. I usually aim for over 5%. You see all the rest in the Magnificent 7, 4% Nvidia, Amazon, all that. So no, in this specific case, for this specific example, no. Now what else we have for Tesla? I see something that caught my eye, and it's this one. Well, if you watch my channel, you see ATR and IV rank over 50. This check marks, this check mark, this is green, a check mark. Only issue, I like to sell naked puts when this is around the blue line, around like up or down the blue line. Now Tesla is in the Kettler channel, over 8 times the Kettler channel. I'll do a video in the free course that's coming up hopefully in the next 2 weeks. Also link in the bio for the school group. Tesla now at 8 times the Kettler channel. Now again, Elon Musk, all that, I don't care about the underlying, I care about the strategy. And for my strategy, there's only 2 options to do at this point when a stock is at 8 times the Kettler channel to the upside. Option number 1, sell naked calls, which I'm gonna show you in this video specifically how you can do that. Option number 2, buy puts, which I also have the exact formula, math, statistic, equation, rules that I follow. Also will be in the course what to do. But for this example, naked calls, this is super risky. People say naked puts is also super risky, but when the stock is over 8 times the Kettler channel around here, I like to sell naked calls or buy puts. Simple. Either I buy puts or I sell naked calls, one or the other. Now I see here the price, the ATR, okay, the ATR is about 17 bucks. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna click on this one right here, 16.95. I'm gonna multiply that by 8. Why 8? Because if the ATR, which is the average true range, Tesla have moved on average about $17 every single day in the last 14 days, I'm gonna multiply that by 8 because I go to the extreme. I got a price of 135. That means that Tesla needs to go up another 135 bucks just to reach our calls that we are selling naked. I'm gonna show you how it is. 135 plus 32, this is the price today, 517. So I'm gonna look around 500 bucks give or take for Tesla, which is 8 times the Kettler channel outside of the 8 times Kettler channel, which is 16 times to the extreme. That just is there a possibility? Sure, but it's so extreme. And again, my goal is to collect the theta decay. Why? Because the IVR at 71 means the theta decay will be high. Options premium are so expensive. So if you sell so far out of the money every day that nothing really happens, that the option will expire and lose, not expire, but will lose value. I'm not planning to hold the option forever. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'm out. Let me show you exactly how it looks. So we are in Tesla. This is the option chain. Click on trade for Tasty. 39 days to expiration, January 17. I picked the 500, okay, to show you how it exactly looks like. You can do the 515, which is exactly the 517 if you wish, right here. Let me do this. But in here you collect like 485. I think 500 is a round number. You can play around it. Maybe do the 505. Up to you. The goal, of course, is to not hold to expiration. The goal is to hold for until you are comfortable with the income. Right now, if you sell a naked call, and I don't think there's a possibility to do it on Robinhood, for Tasty, you can do whatever that you want option-wise. You need $15,000 in buying power to execute this trade. Just as a margin requirement, you are basically selling a naked call. Collect almost $600, $585 right now. Look at those statistics. For January 17, you sell the naked 500 calls. Your goal is for Tesla to be below 500 in expiration, but I'm not waiting for expiration. I'm waiting for this to drop. The theta decay, look at this. Theta decay $25.28 a day. This is insane. For stocks, the theta decay is usually $5 a day, $7 a day, $4 a day, $6 a day, $25 a day. That's like trading futures, basically selling options on future. Watch my other videos. Every day, if all else is equal, this $500 naked call will lose about $25. If you can't find trades that just sell 8 times the ATR as naked puts, Tasty gives you an option to sell also naked calls. So expand your horizon. Again, I don't care if it's Tesla, Palantir, Nvidia, it doesn't matter. The underline doesn't matter. The math and the statistics and the indicators in the strategy is what matters. I take 8 times the ATR, and if it's on 8 times the Kettler channel to the upside, I try to sell another 8 times the ATR on that Kettler channel to make sure that I collect almost $600 every day. It will lose $25. In 2 weeks, you made $300, about half, assuming Tesla doesn't go crazy too much, and that's it. Close the trade, make $300 in a week or two, move on, do this again and again and again. You got a probability of profit of 92%, and this is another nice indicator that Tasty has as a benefit for us. P50 probability or chance of this stock of this option to lose 50% of its value, 95%, 93, 94, meaning that there's a chance that this option will lose at least half. Now there's 94% chance that this option will lose at least half. Why? Because the theta is so extreme, $25 to lose a day. That's why I prefer, if I have 2 choices, and I do, I can sell the naked calls 8 times the ATR, or I can buy puts that fits my rules because we are at 8 times the Kettler channel, but they will be so expensive, and I also don't buy for this month. I buy a couple of months outside, like 3 months ahead. Again, we'll tell you everything in the course, upcoming course, in the school group link below. But it's so expensive to buy options now. And in order to be an option seller, if you have Robinhood, there's like 99.9% chance you cannot do this. You cannot sell naked calls. You just need the stock, and then you need to do covered calls against it. You sell the 500. Assume you have 100 shares of Tesla, which is almost $40,000. Would you rather buy Tesla right now at $438,000 and then sell cover calls for another $600, or just put the buying power $15,000 as of today on the line? That's it, and collect the same $600? If you have Tesla, that's a different story. But if you don't, and you're looking for income, Again, the goal for my income is not to collect 600. The goal is for this to decay for about 2 weeks, close the trade when it reaches around, I don't know, 250, something like that, collect 300, 350 bucks, and move on to the next one, and do this every day. Every day I posted more trade ideas. Just today we've done one 50% drop to get us even in the money and collect about 600 bucks. If the stock doesn't drop 50%, that's absolutely crazy trade. It's not crazy trade until I close it in a profit. You get the points. Hope this was valuable. Learn and expand your horizon, and let me teach you about selling naked calls. It's rare that I do it, but when I do it, there is some things needs to happen. And for this, again, I don't care about the underline. Only thing that needs to happen, all this needs to check out, which it did, plus the Kettler channel needs to be either range. If this is at the top of the range, I either buy puts for a couple of months ahead, or I sell naked calls 8 times the ATR. It is up to you, and I will see you next one.